Good morning and welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Jacob Baldell.
And I'm Allie Pye.
Happy Midterms Week, Tigers. Period 1 and 2 will be on Thursday and periods 3 and 4 on Friday. Additionally, there will be no broadcast this Friday.
Another reminder that junior prom tickets are on sale this week at the Patty Baker Theater. You can get them for $30 today and tomorrow and $35 Thursday and Friday.
Roseville High School will be piloting a new tardy policy starting next week. We'll go to Will Joseph with more.
Beginning on the fourth quarter of this school year, RHS will be piloting a new policy regarding tardies. Once a student has received 5 or more tardies in a quarter, they will receive a tardy violation, which will result in 1 detention. If the student fails to attend detention, they will be placed on a no-go list, which will limit students from attending extracurricular activities and events. In an email sent to the Roseville High School community, Principal Ashley Sarin shared the reasoning behind this policy change. One way we can ensure our students receive a high-quality education is to maximize their instructional time in the classroom. Unfortunately, this year we have seen an increase in students arriving tardy to their classes, leading to a decrease in student engagement in the classroom and unnecessary disruptions, Sarin said. This policy was developed in collaboration with teachers and other stakeholders with the goal of creating a system that values instructional time while also providing students with clear expectations and supports. Our hope is to help students build positive habits that will benefit them in school and beyond. Some students believe that this policy change will not be effective in eliminating tardies, while others think it will motivate those who struggle with being tardy to be on time.
I think it will be effective, but only for some students who are always getting to class late. So I usually see 1 or 2 in some of my classes, but yeah, it will be effective for them.
Probably 95% of the school is going to be gonna get in trouble, but I mean some of the teachers just don't care enough to mark you down for tardy. But I don't think people really care if they're tardy or not to school.
I don't like it. I think it's really harsh because a lot of time there's traffic in the mornings and parking's hard, so a lot of people can't control whether they're late. I would probably not do the no-go list so people can still attend dances and proms and not have detention.
Thanks, Will.
And now we go to Quincy Anderson with sports.
Good morning and welcome to this Tuesday's edition of EOTSN. I'm Quincy Anderson. Starting with the game action for yesterday, baseball lost 1-0 in extra innings to Yuba City. Despite the loss, there are still some great performances by the team, including Tyler Ritter, who went 6 innings, giving up 0 and striking out 4. The team's record now moves to 0-1 in league. As for the other sports, both lacrosse teams won, with the girls beating Rio Americano 8-7 thanks to 6 goals from senior Macy Clifford, and the boys beating Lincoln of Stockton 13-12 thanks to a game-winning goal by Lincoln Crow. The boys' record now moves to 1-1 league, and the girls' record moves to 2-2 in league. Now let's go to the game schedule for the week. Today, boys golf hosts River Valley, while boys tennis and boys volleyball are at River Valley. Tomorrow, boys baseball game against Yuba City got rescheduled to Saturday. Boys lacrosse hosts Grant, girls lacrosse hosts West Park, and stunt is at 12 Bridges. Finally on Thursday, boys golf, boys tennis, and boys volleyball all host El Campo, while boys and girls swim is at River Valley and softball is at Placer. That's all on your home for Roseville High School sports. Top plays, breakdowns, and more. Eye of the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. And now we go over to entertainment.
Thanks, Quincy. Netflix dropped another SpongeBob movie 4 days ago. Seriously, another SpongeBob? Yes, another SpongeBob movie.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And of course, just like the last 3 SpongeBob movies, this one was leaked ahead of time, and you already know I watched it in 360p on Twitter back in August. Someone at Nickelodeon gotta make a better password because come on, guys. Not 1, not 2, but 3 movies got leaked in a row. Sponge on the Run back in 2020, where I saw the whole thing on YouTube. The Sandy Cheeks movie back in January of last year, and now this. When I watched the leaked version of this last year, I was like, oh, maybe the animation's not finished. And then I saw some of the recently released version, and it's not even different. It looks like the Garfield show animation. Just go back to 2D, please, and thank you. At least this cash grab was somewhat better than the last 2 train wrecks, but it still doesn't sit right with me. Each spinoff is slowly ruining my childhood. I'm Anthony McFarland, and let's just go back to news.
Thanks, Anthony.
One couple on campus has been collecting CDs and vinyls together and have been building up their collection. We go to Abby Lopez with more.
2 partners at RHS started a joint music collection over a year ago, and they have been developing their assemblage since then. Senior Skylar Bogard introduced her boyfriend, Caden Manna, to this hobby.
I started collecting vinyls. Like I asked for a record player, I think when I was like 11 or 12. And then I got like 12 and I kind of stopped because they were pretty expensive and I wasn't playing them. And then when I met Caden, he was like, I really want a record player. So we just kind of picked it up and I started again. And then ever since then, we've been collecting them.
She got it first and like introduced me to vinyl, so she had started collecting before. She had like a bunch of Nirvana stuff, and then I just thought they were really cool.
Both Bogard and Manna enjoy the same music genres as well as their own personal tastes.
I like collecting a lot of like metal and rock and stuff like that.
I collect like all different kinds. I like alternative rock and hip hop, all different sorts. And I love album covers. I got In Utero. I love like colored vinyls, so I like to collect those the most. So I'd say those are my favorite because they like literally come in like every color.
The two own many expensive vinyls and cannot keep track of which one belongs to who. Most of the vinyls stay at Manna's house.
I feel like we have like 100 vinyls about, and they're like really expensive because they range from like $25 to $50. So probably around like 3,000.
My girlfriend collects stuff and adds it to my collection because she doesn't have her own record player personally. So she just, uses mine, but we collect together.
I don't even remember which ones belong to Caden and which ones belong to me. But I mean, they belong to one of us, but we kind of just share them. We keep them all at Caden's house.
My rarest one, well, my girlfriend got this one, but it's a Saltburn vinyl, and it's pretty gross, but it's really cool. It's like liquid filled.
Bogard already knows what she wants the end goal of this pursuit to be.
I want to like ultimately like pass them down to my kids when I grow up. I think they're really cool and something that's like cool to collect.
Thanks, Abby.
That's it for us today on Eye of the Tiger.
And remember, always on eyeofthetigernews.com. See you next time.